Get to Jeppy's!
Hi, I'm Justin Thomas.
And I'm Christian Minerly.
We're here at Jeppy's Museum, and welcome to Two Guys in a Comic Book. And today, we're going to talk about just that, comic books. So, who would be your favorite characters from comic books over the years?
Well, it depends. I like a lot of comic books, so that means I like a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
And my main one, well, I do love the X-Men. I think the characters are pretty neat. They're different. They have different personalities.
Yeah.
And they have different powers, which are very helpful.
Yeah, it's also interesting seeing how over the years a lot of different writers have portrayed some characters, how they've even gone to their origins as well, especially with the Wolverine, how with his original origins from when he was way younger to before he became part of Weapon X, it's definitely been interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Christian, you know today's show's going to be about ladies, but first we're going to have one guy with us. But stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve Jeppy, and I'd like to welcome you to Jeppy's Entertainment Museum. In 1974, I quit my job as a letter carrier at the U.S. Postal Service and opened a small comic book store in the basement of a TV repair shop. Little did I realize that from that humble beginning would grow this incredible pop culture collection you see here today. At the center of that collection is the comic character, the Brownies, Buster Brown, Mickey Mouse, the Lone Ranger, Superman, Barbie. These are just some of the characters who've made a tremendous impact on our individual childhoods while at the same time shaping our collective experience. As you wander through these halls, you will see the history of the country and our changing society reflected in those characters and the media through which they entertained us. Why are these characters so important to us? Perhaps it is their power to distract us. They've brought us relief in times of trouble, like the Great Depression and World War II. Today, they help us escape the pressure and stress of our ordinary, everyday lives. But there's more to it than that. These characters have played a large and largely unrecognized role in our education. Batman comic books helped me to learn to read when I was 5 years old. Thanks, big guy. That experience fostered a lifelong love of reading. I had dreamed of creating this museum for almost 30 years, but where to build it? When I toured Camden Station for the first time in 2003, I realized I had finally found the home these characters so richly deserved. Abraham Lincoln passed through this building 4 times. When Babe Ruth left his boyhood home of Baltimore to play for the Boston Red Sox, he took a train from this very station. Today, the first floor houses Sports Legends at Camden Yards, a museum which chronicles the history of Maryland sports. If there is a more appropriate place to display the history of pop culture in America, I can't think of it. I've been called Baltimore's biggest cheerleader. Guilty as charged. Heck, I even bought the City magazine. I was born and raised in Little Italy, an ethnic neighborhood just across the Inner Harbor from here. I love this city and all of its spectacular attractions. From the National Aquarium and the Science Center, to the Walters Art Gallery and Museum of African American History and Culture, to the restaurants of Fells Point and Little Italy, Baltimore has something for everyone. I urge you to visit all of those places and experience everything this magnificent city has to offer. But first, I'd like you to take a trip with me in my time machine to discover or revisit all the wonderful characters, friends I call them, that have shaped our popular culture. And don't be afraid to say, hey, I had that when I was a kid. I do it all the time.
Welcome back. We're here with Derek, and we're going to be talking about comic books. So Derek, what's your favorite comic book character?
Man, I love me some X-Men, some Spider-Man, any day.
Okay, so it sounds like you're a big Marvel fan then.
Yes, sir. That's right.
So did you see X-Men Days of Future Past?
Yeah, man. I actually did. I caught a few minutes of that, and Beast is my man. So, you know what I'm saying? I actually caught a bit of that flick. Love me some Cyclops. Wolverine's the man. I like Nightcrawler. Mystique, and so that's the stuff that I like. Those are the characters that I like. I love me some comic books, man.
What about you?
Basically everything he said. I like all those characters. I love X-Men.
That's right.
They're good comics, books, and the movies pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right.
So Derek, if you had to choose, who would be your favorite character, the Hulk or the Wolverine?
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I think Wolverine, absolutely. I mean, Hulk, he's big and strong. He holds it down. You know what I'm saying? He's a big green guy. He's pretty tough. But Wolverine, man, you can't lose to that, man. He's immune to everything. He never dies. He's got claws, man. His agility is just off the bat quick, and he's the man, dude. You feel me, man?
Yeah, he also has that adamantium skeleton too, so basically that adds to his powers as well, and he's practically invulnerable because of that.
Absolutely. And he's part of the X-Men Brigade. You can't beat that, So, yeah. That's right.
So have you been cosplaying before?
Cosplay? I've heard of it.
Yeah, basically that's like dressing up as your favorite character. So like if you wanted to dress up as Wolverine, you could do that.
Oh, right on.
I've done it before, and it has been very fun. And also seeing other cosplayers and what they've either bought or even what they've even made themselves.
Right
it's incredible.
I've heard they get pretty crazy.
Oh yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Man, that sounds fun. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, definitely have to try that sometime. Well, guys, cosplaying and all that, it's a great deal of fun, like it sounds like it, at least, X-Men, and, I'd dress up as something like Cyclops or something like that. Wolverine's my man, but I'd probably dress up as the whole cast of characters, you know what I'm saying? I'm just that much of a fan, so,
We have a convention coming up called Otakon, and this one's primarily based on like anime stuff, but also, there are some people who actually cosplay as typical comic book characters. And I actually went there last year. It was awesome.
Oh, dude,
so you need to come out and see that.
Hey man, I'm definitely trying to come through, man. It sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
It does sound like a great deal. Do you know anything about that, Christian?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be going.
Oh man, that sounds like a lot of fun, dude. I might have to, I'm definitely trying to come through, man.
Yeah, you should definitely go.
Yes. Well, we're here with our friend Derek, and we're gonna be right back. Welcome back. I'm Justin Thomas.
And I'm Christian Minerly.
And this your boy, Derek London.
And we're back to Two Guys in a Comic Book. So I've got one question for you.
Yes, sir.
If you had the Hulk and Wolverine go up against each other, who would win?
Oh man, that's tough. Man. You know what? I think Wolverine probably, because man, he never dies, man. Like he's able to revive himself. And like the Hulk, he's big and strong and all, but Wolverine's too quick, man. You know, he's too fast. He's too quick.
But the Hulk is the beast.
Yeah, man, he is. You're right. You're right. He is the beast, man. I don't know. He'd probably give Wolverine, you know, he'd throw him for a few rides. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Wolverine's the man, dude, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, he would definitely give Wolverine run for his money, especially since there is that fact that the madder the Hulk gets, the more powerful he becomes.
True.
Although,
That's
like
very
you said, Wolverine is definitely quick.
Yeah, he's quick, man. He's definitely fast. You know, he's you know what? He might be the fastest X-Men character. Other than maybe Beast, you know,
And
Wolverine.
Quicksilver.
And Quicksilver. That's right. That's right. Yeah, true. Very true. Very true. So, yeah, that'd be an interesting matchup, though.
Yes.
Yeah. That'd be one for the books, man.
Oh yes, we definitely need to talk to Marvel about that one.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's right.
Well, any last thoughts? I mean, is there, we need someone to contact you, is there any way you can provide us with information?
Yeah. Hey, you know, follow your boy at on Twitter, MAS Crispy, Mass Crispy, all one word. You know, follow your boy. You can email me at epicdlem, that's DLEM @gmail.com. Y'all can email me, you know, and you know, I'm in there like swimwear. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here. You know, it's my boy. It's my, you know, these are my boys. And so, you know, anytime, any day.
Well, thanks for being here
Hey,
today.
man, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thanks for being here. We'll be right back.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Steve. How's it going?
That's just great. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I understand you've got some really cool early comic characters.
Well, I have some really cool early silent films from my good friends over on Cartoons on Film. We have today some early Disney. And when I say early Disney, we're not talking Mickey Mouse or we're not talking even Donald Duck. We're talking earlier than that. And for those of you who would know, we're not even talking Alice. We're talking Laugh-O-Grams. And we're not even talking Laugh-O-Grams. We're talking one of his first cartoons. Do you know one of his first cartoons was a dental hygiene film?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Disney has a long history of creating infotainment, and what we have here today is a really great thing called Clara Cleans Her Teeth.
Clara cleans her teeth.
Which is very good, because if you're Clara and you don't clean your teeth, they have one called Clara Buys Pepsodent.
Oh my goodness. Now, Clara, is this a cartoon character?
I believe so. It's a little girl who has to clean her teeth.
Clara
It's,
cleans her teeth, all right.
Encourage every kid to brush their teeth, I hope. Otherwise, Disney would be out of a job, and we don't want that to happen, since we have a time
So,
machine and go back in time. and
Early
stop
in
that.
his career. So there you have it.
There we have it. Thank you very much.
Early clips. Andy, thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
We're going to take a break.
Welcome back. I'm Christian Minerly,
I'm Justin Thomas,
and this is Mara Davis.
and we're here to talk about comic books. And just to show you that girls can like comic books too, we're here to talk with her.
My favorite superhero is Black Widow.
What do you admire about her?
She knows how to kick butt when it comes to fighting.
And she's also been a member of the Avengers too.
Yeah, I love the Avengers. Have y'all seen Avengers 2?
Yeah, it was actually
Yes,
really
that was
good.
She was
Awesome.
really good in that.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see how they're going to portray her in the next Avengers movie as well.
Very
Yeah.
excited. Can't wait.
If you went cosplaying at a con, who would you cosplay as?
Catwoman would probably be my character. She's pretty awesome when it comes to fighting. She knows what she has to do to win and survive.
So are you going to any cons this summer?
I would love to. I've been interested in a while. I think it seemed pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and you can even co-host too, because we here at Two Guys like to show that even ladies can be a part of the show as well.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you, Maura, for being here. We'll be right back.
We're here with Andy Hirschberger. Who are we going to see next?
All right, this is a personal favorite of mine. One of my all-time favorite comic strips is a comic strip called Crazy Cat. It was created by George
Oh,
Harriman.
I love him. Is he the one that was always throwing the bricks?
Actually, that's Ignatz the mouse that would always...
Oh, the
cut
mouse.
bricks out.
Okay, all right.
It's a twisted love triangle. There's Felix, Ignatz, Officer Pup. Ignatz is a mouse who always throws a brick at the back of Crazy Cat's head. Always likes to beam him with a brick, but Crazy loves him. Officer Pup, who may or may not love Crazy, but always looks out for him, is always trying to thwart Ignatz. And yet Crazy misses the abuse. It's a twisted love triangle, but it didn't always carry over into the cartoon.
It sounds like an opportunity for mayhem and foolishness.
It does sound like an opportunity for mayhem and foolishness, and it also sounds like an opportunity for love. What's interesting is Crazy Cat was never defined in terms of gender. Actually, Harriman would sometimes get confused and refer to him as Aunt Crazy, or use the male pronoun, where it was a he as an uncle, or it would be an aunt. So his gender was never concrete. However, this one's is called Goes a Wooing.
Goes a wooing.
Rare Films. I'm sorry.
Wooing like pursuing a loved one.
Yes, pursuing a loved one, an old phrase that should come back in style. I think the Wu-Tang Clan should throw that in a couple of raps.
You should.
I think the old dirty bastard who's not with us should come back from heaven just to sing a song with wooing in it. I'm sure they probably have. I wouldn't put in like the woo is a...
So
I don't know.
are we going to get to take a look at this clip?
Yes, it's called Goes a Wooing, and it's from Cartoons on Film at AOL.com. Great place to check out. And let's have a look.
All right, so
All right.
have a look. Now wrap this show up. Okay?
But Crazy Cat is one crazy cat.
He is a crazy cat.
He's a crazy cat. He's not Italian, right? And he's not gender specific, but he is crazy.
He's actually Polish.
Polish.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know what gender. He's a cat. He's a stray. Or she is a stray. We don't know.
Well, I've had a great time in these early segments. Thank you for being
Thanks,
on the
Steve,
show.
for having me.
We're going to take another break, but we'll be right back. Don't go away. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. I'm Justin Thomas,
And I'm Christian Minerly.
and we're here with Amber. So tell me, Amber, who is your favorite female superhero?
The villain, but I have to agree that I like Catwoman a lot. And if I could definitely cosplay, I would definitely cosplay as her. Every time I go to a con or see pictures from a con, and I see Catwoman or I like Wonder Woman, or I would like to go cosplaying as her. She's one of my favorites.
And would you ever actually think about going to a con?
Yeah, definitely. I went to Comic-Con last year, and that was really fun because I had never been to a con before. I got to see different costumes, I went to different vendors and got to see the art in the art alley, which was really fun. And it was so cool to see how people get into it so much, and it's like their favorite time of the year.
Definitely. It is also my personal favorite time of year as well.
Would you dress as Catwoman for the con?
Definitely. I saw some really cool Catwoman costumes last year at Comic-Con. I'm not going to Comic-Con this year, unfortunately, but I hope to go again in the future.
Yes, hopefully we will all be able to go there.
Definitely.
So, who would you cosplay as?
Well, of course, when I cosplay, I would be the Beast. Yeah, I think he's pretty cool and he's vicious, really strong, and he's blue.
But he also has that intellect as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Before he actually was just a big blue guy, he was a scientist as well. And he then went into politics as well to fight for mutant cause. So yeah, Beast is awesome. So Amber, what do you think would be a great way to bring more young ladies into the world of comic books?
Well, I think even you having me on the show today shows that, girls can come on and talk about comic books and talk about, different movies that are coming out that guys might think we don't know anything about. And I think when I went to Comic-Con last year, I saw lots of different females of different age varieties, and it was so cool to see a lot of girls and females there because a lot of guys don't think we know anything about comics books, but we really do. So I think you guys are doing a great job on the show having me on.
Well, we're glad to have you here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Would you like to come with us Otakon to co-host with us?
I definitely would. That would be really fun. I've always wanted to go to Otakon and dress up as Sailor Moon or something. So yeah, I would definitely like to be on the show. Thank you.
It would be great to have you.
Thank you.
Well, we've had a great time today. We've had different ladies coming onto the show. We've had a great discussion about comic books and the X-Men. And we're glad that you all got to see this today. We'll see you next time. I'm Justin Thomas.
And I'm Christian Minnerly.
And this is Amber. And we'll see you next time.
I've always been telling people it's funny. I think it's definitely easier just conceptually to do an Avengers movie than it is to do a JLA movie.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I while you're with the League, I would say I'm more with the Avengers. Although I love both. It's hard to pit the two against and have to choose.
Right.
It's like Coke and Pepsi. Or
Yeah, because they both have the things to love about them.
Exactly. But to me, I can just recall so many stories that happened with the Avengers.
Yeah.
And then being the fact that the Avengers are set in our world. There's recognizable things like New York City,
Right.
All of that. Whereas
Yeah.
you can't really relate with Metropolis. You can say maybe Metropolis is Chicago
And
or
I
New York.
completely agree
that's
with
what
you
I
on that
can really
aspect. I mean,
touch
if
with.
you're gonna do a movie, I would definitely lean towards doing an Avengers movie over a Justice League movie because Justice League is kind of almost like the Greek gods of myths. I mean, you have all of these major characters. They're like these godlike characters. You can't really relate to them like you could with the Avengers. These are almost like normal people that are just kind of like a super cop team.
Wasn't that a great show?
It was a great show.
Yes, and we're grateful to all the guests who came out today to talk with us. And, it was awesome.
Yes. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Derek. And thank you, Mara, for appearing on the show.
If you'd like to be a guest on the show, contact the number on the screen and just let us know.
We're also looking for guest hosts.
So, Christian, if we wanted to contact you, how could we do that?
You can email me at crazychristian313@gmail.com.
And if you wanted to contact me, you can contact me at justinthomas1454@aol.com. But until then, I'm Justin Thomas.
I'm Christian Minnerly.
And we'll be seeing you next time.
You guys Star Trek shaky cam?